Trouble's my middle name. But I can't even spell trouble.
And we're back, guys. We're back, of course, live on Twitch right now. It's fantastic to be back. Thursday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Every single week, we're live right here, Heinzie69 on Twitch with the Night Brothers. It's an absolutely fantastic time. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new, really, please smash that subscribe button. We would really, really appreciate it. It does help us grow this channel, which is really what it's all about. So thank you so much for all your support so far, and keep it coming. Hirsch is here. Hello, Hirsch. How are you, man? Of course, normally from the sands of Tatooine, but today he's from Kentucky. He's taking the day off. Hey, oh, man, what's going on, bro? What's happening?
You'd be surprised. It's a nice little vacation away from the heat and the sands. Get away to go bluegrass for a little bit. Nice.
Oh my goodness! And of course, you know some of the best whiskey in the world, man. It's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Good for me, mate. I love it. Keep coming.
Oh, absolutely.
Keep it coming, brother. Keep it coming. Keep bootlegging that shit down under. We love it. Mate, it's great to have you with us. And, of course, everyone's favourite Slave Leia lover. As you can see, Padme's getting a bit of a break as well. And Slave Leia's with us. Hello, Lego. How are you, brother? What's happening, mate? What's going on?
I'm good, mate. It's just had a week in ISO, so we're good now.
How you
Back
feeling?
to work tomorrow.
You're all up and about?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
How did it go? Because you've had it twice now. So this one, how did this one compare to the
this
first
one? Was a lot easier.
Yeah?
It wasn't as bad, than last time. Yeah, so it'll be good to go back to work tomorrow. We've got a big weekend of work, so
I can imagine. Sure, the boss will be loving getting you back pretty bloody soon, mate. I'm thinking, that's for sure. So up and about.
Yeah.
But guys, look, we of course normally talk about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stuff. We're just going to change things up a bit for this video. We're going to do something a little bit different because we had, of course, a lot of the announcements last week. We haven't had anything really so much this week. Of course, Crumb will be joining us live Friday night, this Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't want to miss that. Right here, Heinzie69 Twitch. Crumb will be joining us for the first time since Datacrons were released. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on there. Really looking forward to that really, really fun chat. There is an outside possibility, unfortunately, that Yoda Force may match up against me in this grouping, which scares the bejesus out of me, because last time he did, I got a suspension on Twitch. So that went well. So we'll see if we get the match up or not.
Fingers crossed it happens again.
Oh, if he does.
There goes that stream.
If he does, I tell you what.
Hey, that's when you got to watch live. There won't be a VOD for that one.
I'm not going to be sharing his bloody screen this time. I learnt that lesson really freaking quick, boys. That's not happening this time, I tell you. But it's crazy, crazy stuff. One thing we also have to talk about, of course, is Malgus got released, boys. And I had an issue, of course, earlier in the week. I ran out of material. To get him all the way to Relic 9. I'd been saving it up for months.
I wonder why.
We have a sub-target up the top here, guys. You can see up here. It's Night Sister Initiate now. So a Twitch sub-goal we have in place. A couple of days ago, that read Relic 9 Wampa. And then everyone decided when they realised I only had one Relic 9 upgrade in my roster, let's hammer Heinzie with it and hit the sub goal so he has to use it on Wampa. It doesn't get to use it on Malgus. So I was not happy. So yeah, my Malgus is Relic 8, not quite maxed out.
You did it to yourself, man.
But my Wampa's looking badass. It really is. So that's a wonderful thing. So we haven't used him in anger yet, but we'll be using him in a little while. Be interesting to see how Womps goes. So yeah, Initiate's the next one, next cab off the rank. So thank you so much for all the support, guys, to help get the target over. It helps grow the channel, of course. But I am a man of my word. No mistake there. But fellas, something crossed my desk, of course, like many of us yesterday. And that comes to a news report, which is obviously quite concerning. The news report is this. Work on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game remake is paused indefinitely. Long story short is that they gave a demo to Lucasfilm of the game to try and have a look at visually and check it all out. And Lucasfilm's gone, yeah, no, it looks great. And then they've gone back afterwards a couple of days later when they've had a look at it and gone, this is and we don't want it. So, no, we're cutting this right now. We're not going any further with this. Hirsch, I'm really gutted. I'm really gutted. I saw the trailer and there was a lot of excitement about this game in the community. There really was.
Oh, absolutely.
So they fired 2 directors. Yeah, there's been a real clean out. And of course, they're working on getting a new development team to get the game up and running. Only problem with that is that's going to take a heck of a lot of time. And honestly, it's going to be clean slate protocol if they do, because they're not going to use what they've already got. They're probably going to start fresh. And that means it's going to take, years and years and years of development again to get the game up and running. So, Hirsch, yeah, I'm a bit gutted about this, man. I'm a bit gutted about it. Your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely something to kind of keep an eye on, because it's such a giant IP with it being Star Wars and KOTOR. Like, it's such a, recognizable thing for Star Wars fans to really dive deep into. So they have the possibility to, find some people that really love that and would be really good for, the lead producers of the game. And potentially, it could come out in 3 to 4 years. But I'm thinking that's kind of a minimum.
Yeah,
at least 3 to 4 years from now.
Yeah, and that's the really, really frustrating thing. And we're going to go through it in a minute. We're going to go through a list of games that we have as Star Wars fans. And honestly, I think that we've been really dudded for a long time now. We know that this thing's coming, but they always seem to be coming. That's the frustrating part. Nothing's actually ever being released. And that's pretty annoying. But Lego, your thoughts with the KOTOR being shelved, mate? I mean, I know that you're not a huge KOTOR player. I was going to pick it up, and I was looking forward to ripping into it, honestly. But Lego, your thoughts, mate? Because I think we need more Star Wars games. Yeah, we just do.
Yeah, I never played the original KOTOR, and I was sort of looking at obviously finding a new game to play outside of Swagger. And it probably would have been it, because, as you said, there's not a whole lot on the horizon in terms of games. Obviously, the last one that was half decent was Fallen Order, and before that we had the 2 Battlefronts. They were sort of the only Star Wars games that I've played. The original Battlefront. Well,
I mean, that's the only thing that's been out since the early 2000s.
So what we had 2016, I think, was 2015 was the first Battlefront, the last Battlefront.
Yeah.
Sort of era, which I played the hell out of that game.
Oh yeah, same.
I was still playing that when that game was basically dead.
Same.
And then obviously jumped straight across into Battlefront 2 when that came out.
Yeah, spot on.
But that's 2017. And literally the only Star Wars game we've been religiously playing between now and then has been Swagger. Yeah. Obviously they brought out sort of Fallen Order, which is you play it once and then you're done.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Unless you're freaking GMD, but that's one of the million.
It's one storyline. You can only if you're playing it, you're literally just playing the game again. And then obviously Squadrons was a bit of a flop.
That was
I never even got that, to be honest, because I heard it was so bad. So
yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just didn't resonate.
To get baked and fly around.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think it was a bad game. It just didn't resonate with the players like it should have. I think that's the problem. I think that there was still they could have added a lot more ships and things to play with, and some other challenges.
I think for what it was, for it being a Star Wars flight simulator game, it was quite well done. But that is a very extreme niche.
Yes.
So when they try and broadcast that as that's the new big Star Wars game that's out, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, it's really frustrating. All right, so let's quickly go through some of them, okay? Let's quickly rip through it. So the most recent one, of course, that we've had released is Lego Star Wars. And I mean, if you're a big Lego game player and a fan, you're absolutely loving that. That's absolutely fantastic. I know I've got kids and I enjoy it. Did I love it? It just didn't have it for me. But that's just my opinion, right? And everyone to their own. Did I hate it? No. Do I play it, religiously? No, I just don't. Fallen Order, as you said, was great. That was really, really good, but it is a one playthrough, one storyline. That's it, as you mentioned. And the only way to really enhance that and get the replayability up is to add your own mods to it, to really change it up and customize it a bit. Same thing, of course, goes with Squadrons and Battlefront 2. The mods are keeping those games playable in a lot of cases. And
Yeah.
what sort of a situation is that? I mean, that is just crazy. When you think about it, I mean, it's you need to add aftermarket stuff to a game to make it replayable again. I mean, that's just nuts. I feel anyway. I just see that that's ridiculous.
I mean, the only things we really have on the horizon as well, looking towards the potential of what's coming out. Since KOTOR got delayed, we got Eclipse in like 2024.
Yep.
And then we have Fallen Order later this year.
Yep. Fallen Order later, and that looks great.
That's gonna be awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be great. But like, where's the Battlefront like squad shooter or another type of story that's not just a Jedi? Like, there's so much that you can delve deep into that is just not being touched.
Yep.
I guess there's some other game that's also being produced by a Ubisoft company.
Yep.
That I don't believe has a title yet, but it's supposed to be an open world. But I mean, it's all these again. It's this is being developed, that's being developed. But like, when do we ever see concrete evidence? Like at least with Fallen Order, we have like, we have a trailer, we have a release date, we have things that are tangible.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, as mentioned in chat right now, and I was about to get to that one, Star Wars Hunters is coming. Mobile game, right? And that's cool. Only one problem, it was supposed to be released last year. It's not released this year. Now it's going to be released next year. And we'll just have to wait and see if it is. I mean, that completely dropped off the radar for me. Hunters, right? And the only reason I know it's still in development is that it was mentioned with a little teaser, of course, at Star Wars Celebration. That's the only reason I honestly know that game's still in development or being made, and I know it's in beta right now, I think. So it's just that we keep getting promised this stuff, and the times always tend to get pushed back. And we have, of course, as you said, Star Wars Eclipse. What's that, next year? Maybe the year after. I mean, that's the thing. It might get pushed back. Every Star Wars game in development has no confirmed release date yet coming forward, apart from Fallen Order. Everything else is open season. We still don't know yet. And it's, dare I say it, subject to change. And I think as a Star Wars fan and a guy who loves Star Wars and Star Wars games like we do, we have a huge passion for it. That's a pretty crap situation that we're sitting here wondering if we're going to get any games coming soon that we can actually jump in and play to enjoy our passion for Star Wars. And I think that that's a terrible problem to have. I really do. I think that absolutely hurts the brand. It really does. I think that we deserve better as players. And as people that really enjoy it. And Lucasfilm, they've released Lucasfilm games, and of course they've been really active in getting a lot of it back. They've had to, of course, take a lot of stuff from EA away because EA had the license for it. They're starting to make their own stuff, and I understand that that's going to take some time to transition to Lucasfilm, taking over a lot of that stuff. But let me tell you, if this is a sign, boys, of what we got to look forward to with Lucasfilm taking it over so far, I'm a bit worried going forward that we're not going to see much for a while yet. But Hirsch, am I wrong? Yeah,
I'm used to, being able, as a kid, I was walking through and every few months it seemed like there was some kind of new Star Wars game coming out.
Yeah.
Something. It didn't matter what it was. I was picking it up and playing it. It was Star Wars. Like, it doesn't have to be this super crazy, in-depth, multi-billion-dollar production. Just make something and Star Wars fans are going to buy it and play it.
Yep.
It's simple as that. It's a license to print money. Just do it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Lego, your thoughts as well, mate?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, any Star Wars games, we're probably going to play it. Let's be honest. Like, we're Star Wars fans, we're going to play Star Wars. When you look on, we can't compare, Twitch numbers to, game popularity, but you can sort of correlate it. Like, obviously, GTA 5, how long has that game been out for?
Oh, forever.
Forever.
Hell and ever.
It is still one of the most played games. Like, imagine if Star Wars had something like that, an open world where you did side missions, you did like, you
Fingers
built up
crossed.
this character. Like that would be awesome.
Hopefully that's what's coming from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously the popular games of the time, obviously, Warzone, Fortnite, those type of, battle royale style games. That's sort of what they had with Battlefront. So, if they can create a game where, there's multiple modes where you've got a potential battle royale, like you can copy the free game model where it's a free game.
They could make
free game to download, and then
Star Wars labeled, boom, money for days. Sell all the skins and the emotes and everything. Do all the different Star Wars like lines that everybody knows and loves, and people will play the hell out of that. Just instead of using an M16, you use a DC-15A. Instead of a bullet. People will play that. People will buy it. They will enjoy it, and it'll be replayable. People have been playing Skyrim for 10 years because they can play it. There's stuff that they can constantly do. There's nothing like that for Star Wars, like you said. It's just
and I think
landscape.
I think Battlefront didn't survive because you had to buy the game. It was already an expensive game, and then they charged you all this extra stuff. They charge you extra money for skins and everything on top of that. You couldn't it was just that's why I think Fortnite's been so good. You could go in, you could play it for free if you wanted to, and you could earn some skins. You couldn't earn them all. And if you wanted a certain skin, you could go and buy it. But it's like, okay, well.
And they're always the ones you
free
want.
Game.
I mean, that's it. I mean,
it's a free game. I'll spend $5 here and there because it doesn't matter. And that's how they got their money. It was, I haven't had to pay to play this game. I can probably, here's $5, get some, whatever coins to buy that skin, and then just, that's how they've accumulated money. I think there's no reason why a Star Wars game can't do the same and have the same impact.
Especially if Lucas Art Gaming put it on, it'd be different if it was another company that needed that extra money to be able to use the Star Wars IP for their game. But when it's Lucasfilm, that literally, I bet they could just walk into Disney and be like, yo, we got an idea for a game that's going to make us billions of dollars. They'd be like, all right, cool, just make it. You don't have to pay us to use the IP. Just make it and we'll take the money. Let's go.
Yeah, no, that's it. As I said, I mean, Battlefront did drop the ball. I mean, we all know the loot box drama they had, all that sort of stuff. That certainly just absolutely
it was controversial from the start, and that's what sort of didn't help.
No, that's it, which is a shame because, it was a fun game. It was great to play. I mean, we all jumped in. We all, people still play it now, but it left a bad taste in the mouth for so many different players, and it just lost the PR battle, which games in general need to win that PR battle to be successful. They just do. And this is the thing. I think that we got games coming. We know they're on the way. At least we think we do. But I think we need to get some solid time frames, guys, don't we? Okay, it's coming out then. We've got something then to look forward to instead of, it's going to come out next year. Well, when? I mean, that could be December. That could be 18 months down the track. Well, what are we going to do between now and then? We're playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That game's on the decline. We've seen the figures floating around everywhere. The player base is dropping, and some of the decisions they're making are very questionable lately, and we don't need to go into that. But we have one of the developers, Crumb, joining us, of course, 10 p.m. Eastern this Friday. So come and hang out with us, and we'll ask him some questions about it all. But just as a Star Wars lover, I just feel let down. And I feel, as Mrs. H says to me, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. She says that a lot for obvious reasons. But that's probably the best way I can sum it up, boys. I really do.
Maybe in a positive swing, it had been a while. We had been without a lot of Star Wars content, like movie and TV show wise. We finally started getting movies back. They didn't turn out so hot. They transitioned into these TV shows that everything is going predominantly very well. I've enjoyed all of them a whole lot. And they're like, okay, we can make money with this IP still. Let's diversify our investments in what we can do. They have the High Republic books going on. I've heard mixed reactions. they've got the TV shows working. Now, why not get back into the video game spread or, a tabletop gaming, something else that gives people the chance to play in the Star Wars universe like they want to.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, as lovers of this franchise, and we all are, we deserve better. When you compare it to Marvel as a perfect example, they're releasing stuff all the time. It's up and about. It's really, really good quality stuff. And in a lot of cases, it's replayable. What's the difference between that and this? I just feel like that we're just let down time and time and time again. And we keep getting told that things are going to be good soon and we're going to have something kicking along soon. But that only lasts so long before people just get frustrated and angry about it. So, guys, let us know in the comments below whether we think we're over the top with it. Do you think that there's a game we don't have that we should have? Let us know if you're happy with what's coming. Are you excited about a particular game in the works? Are you disappointed about KOTOR, obviously on the shelf? And that's going to be for a long time because I think that we finally had that breathe new life back in, and I think it's going to be a hell of a long time before we see it, if at all.
I remember one other game I didn't mention earlier. There is a supposed Star Wars XCOM style shooter in the works at some point as well, which, like, that again sounds super interesting, but in the works, what does that mean?
In the works. Yeah,
it's what it always comes back to.
Subject to change. But anyway, guys, let us know in the comments below. We thought we'd just change it up a bit instead of just Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So let us know what you think, and we'd love to hear your opinions. And, of course, please smash that subscribe button. We really, really want to hear your thoughts about what we've talked about today. Hirsch, thanks for joining us, mate. Absolute superstar. Lego, always a heck of a lot of fun, guys. Have a great one. Come and hang out with us. And NSB Crumb, the CG developer, Capital Games developer, joining us 10 p.m. Eastern this Friday Night Live. It's going to be fun. See you soon, guys. Bye.